This is my commitment to these videos. I've been soaking these fingers in water for half an hour to try to make an illustration here. This past Sunday at the Bridge Church, we looked at the story in Mark where Jesus heals a man who's got a withered hand. So a bit more severe than this. But it's withered and it's on Sabbath, and Jesus has to deal with this attitude, with this mindset in his day that you don't do anything on Sabbath. And the Pharisees there, the teachers of the law, they were there to kind of enforce these rules. And Jesus, by healing this man with a withered hand on Sabbath, ends up really totally turning things upside down here. Now, the metaphor, I think, actually is that those laws, like Sabbath, are good things, but that their intent has been lost, and as a result it ends up being shriveled and dry and useless, like this man's hand. And what Jesus has come to do, what we talked about, was to restore, to bring things back to their original intention, to give life to things once again, so that instead of a dry, shriveled hand like this, you have a hand that's a bit more whole and useful and unshriveled over here. That's what Jesus has come to do, to restore, and he's come to restore us, to restore our lives, to kind of remake us into the kinds of people that we were created to be by God. And so my one question for you this week, as you talk about this, as you look at this text from Matthew 2 and 3 where Jesus is dealing with the Pharisees, is this: what's something in our world today that, like Sabbath back in Mark's day, is good, and yet whose original intent is often lost?